and welcome. My name is Jocelyn and this is my channel. You read the title of this video. You probably already know what it is. Basically, I just want to go through my makeup collection. I want to organize it. I want to declutter some things and I want to just kind of take stock in what I got. So at the beginning of 2017, I actually did a massive declutter. I think I got rid of like 50% of my collection. And so I doubt that I know I'm not going to get rid of nearly that many this time around, but I'm hoping to get rid of some of those things that I'm just not using at all or really don't want. And it's been a year, so I'm sure that there are some products that were good at the beginning of last year that are no good now. I'm just going to be taking you with me. I'm going to go through all of my stuff and then reorganize it because it's been a while since I've done that and it's time. That's probably enough rambling because I'm sure this video is not going to be short. So let's go ahead and get into the things I've got. Let's go ahead and start out. I do have the Alex 9 drawer system back here. I got this at IKEA. Can't talk. I also have an acrylic container, actually 2 acrylic containers up here that you'll see a little bit later. And then behind me, on this side, I have got the Malm, I think it's called, the Malm drawer. Typically, there is a glass top on top of this, but I shattered it in the spring of last year, so it's no longer there. And then I've also got a Muji 5 drawer system right here, and then this brush holder, this marble brush holder. So that's just kind of an overview of some of the things that I use for my makeup storage, in case you're wondering. But let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to be going through section by section, so blushes, then bronzers, then highlighters, foundations, all of that jazz. I hope you enjoy this video. So let's just go ahead and get on into it. Alright, so I am going to be setting out all of my products here and then deciding what I'm keeping and what I'm giving away. Anything I'm giving away, I'm going to put in this little basket right here. So let's get started. So these are all of the blushes, the single blushes that I have in my collection. I don't think I have too many. I feel pretty good about the amount I have, but let me just do a quick pass over to see if there's any that I want to get rid of. Again, I got rid of so many last time that I'm not sure that there are any that I want to part with. Alright, so I'm going to go through these blushes and choose which ones I'm going to keep and which ones I'm going to get rid of, and then recap in a moment. Alright, so this is what I'm left with. I actually got rid of quite a few more than I thought I was going to, but I use certain blushes frequently, and I also have some face palettes that I use the blushes in quite a bit. And I found that all of the ones that I put in here, I put an Essence one in here, 2 NYX ones, and this Milani one is actually just, it looks super dried out. This is one of their baked blushes. It's cracked. It doesn't look that great. I never loved using them, so I'm not going to keep them if I don't love using them. Some of these ones that I have kept are not cruelty-free, like these MAC ones and these NARS ones, but I did buy them. I want to get my use out of them. Some of them I'm actually planning on panning this year, so with that in mind, I am going to keep these. Alright, so blushes are done. Let's move on. Alright, so I only actually have 4 bronzers right here. I don't know that I really want to get rid of any of them. I did hit pan on this Hoola bronzer, but I don't remember really being the biggest fan of the way this looked on me. It was in my project pan last year, and I don't remember loving this, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. The other 3, I think I'm going to go ahead and hold on to all 3 of these. I do have significant pan in this MAC one, not really any in this Chocolate Soleil, and then none in the butter bronzer. I do want to work, I think, on this one this year, but I mean, that one's quick, short, and sweet. I'm gonna keep these 3. Ooh, before I move into highlighters, I did just find this other Tarte one. This is from the Sephora birthday perk last year, and I am gonna go ahead and keep this. Alright, moving on to highlighters. I actually really don't have that many, and I really like, I think, all of these except maybe this ColourPop one. This is in the shade Butterfly Beach, and I just think, oh my god, it feels so nice. I mean, and it's really pretty, really reflective, but I think it's always gonna be way too dark for my skin tone, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that one. The rest of these I really like using, so I'm gonna keep all of these, and really, I mean, It's a lot, but I don't think it's too excessive. So, I mean, these are my concealers. I do have two of these. These are the newest concealers to my collection. These are both the Tarte Reinforced of the Sea Aqua Concealers. I have one in the shade Fair Light and then one in the shade Light Neutral. I use both of these for different purposes and I love them both, so I'm going to keep them both. I do have 3 of the Tarte Shape Tape. Let's see. One of them is a backup. This is the shade Fair Beige, and then I have the Bold Fair Beige, and then I also have the shade Light. I use these are kind of winter versus summer shades, so I'm gonna keep all of these because I love them all. And a NARS concealer, also gonna keep that because I use literally all of those for different coverage purposes, really. Alright, so this is the category that so far I've got the most in. This is foundations. This last year, 2017, is the year that I spent trying out new foundations, especially since I moved to cruelty-free at the beginning of 2017. I needed to find some better alternatives for some of my favorites. I mean, I'm still using up some of my favorites from brands who test on animals, which is why you'll see some of those in here. Let me go through these. If there's any that you want to know my opinion on, please leave me a comment below and I'll let you know what I think of them. I mean, you'll probably get a better idea when I go through these and you'll see what I keep and what I don't keep. But let's just go ahead and yeah, okay. Okay, so I am keeping quite a few, but a lot of these I want to use up this year. So like the Clinique Even Better Skin Foundations, I want to use these up. I have the shade Alabaster and the shade Neutral. Alabaster is my winter shade, and then Neutral is my summer shade. I have 2. I actually really like this foundation for days when I don't want a whole lot of coverage, but just a little bit. I feel like this actually works really well on my skin, which is unfortunate because Clinique is not considered cruelty-free. So I want to use these up, get them out of my collection. Some of my other call-out favorites are the Fenty Beauty Foundation and the Hourglass Stick Foundation. I use these pretty regularly. I do need to get my current shade in both of these. These are more a little bit of my summer shades. I wear the shade Shell in the Hourglass and the shade 170 in the Fenty, but I think I need to go down a notch in both of these. I am getting rid of these 2. This is the Kooky or whatever this is, Professional. I have tried this a couple times, and each time I've tried it, I just hate the way it looks on my skin. It actually looks really great in video, but when I look at my face in a mirror, I absolutely hate the way it looks, and I don't want a foundation like that in my collection. And then I do have this YSL. This used to be one of my favorites. This is the Fusion Ink Foundation. For a long time, I really loved this foundation, and then of course I moved to cruelty-free. YSL is not cruelty-free. Also, if I wear it too much, it breaks my skin out, so it's almost empty anyway, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of it. I might end up decluttering this Wet n Wild foundation, the Photo Focus. I want to give it one more try, and if I hate the way it looks after one more try, I'm going to declutter it. For now, I'm going to hold on to it just in case it does somehow work for me, because I don't 100% remember if I liked it or not, so I'm going to go ahead and hold on to it for now. Alright, so these are the primers that I have. Let me just go ahead and go through them real fast and pull out the ones that I know I'm going to keep, which is all of those. Let's see. Okay, I know I did not like this. This is the Becca Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector. That didn't work for me at all. I never use color correctors, so I'm going to pass that along. I don't remember if I used this, so I'm going to hold on to that to see if I like it or not. I really do like Becca. It is a backlight priming filter, so if I use this and it doesn't work for me, I'm going to get rid of it. Let's see, what is this? Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing. I mean, I could use a pore minimizer, so let's open her up. Alright, well, this looks like it could work for me. I'm gonna go ahead and hold on to it. Whoop! Alright, so these are the ones I'm holding on to. I got rid of a couple, so that makes me feel good. Alright, so these are the setting sprays of sorts that I have. I haven't used the Morphe one yet, so I'm holding on to that until after I finish my Urban Decay one, and then I have the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. I'm still working on this. I bought this forever ago, but it still looks perfectly fine and works really well for me when I put on a glitter shadow. That's what I use it for, is for shimmers and glitters to help magnify them. Once I run out of this, I'll look for an alternative choice, you know, a non-MAC product. But for now, I've got quite a bit left, so I'm going to use that up and of course keep these two. Alright, so let's see. Here are my powder products. I have Bare Minerals, and then I have RCMA, and then I have more RCMA in this Laura Mercier powder container because this sucks to use. And then I have the Too Faced Ethereal Setting Powder. This is what I'm using right now, and I really, really like it. This is my backup, and then I also have a backup of the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil. I really like this. I'd actually maybe should try and pan this year, because there's really not too much left in here. I think this is a small size. I am going to go ahead and pass along this Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder. It's really old and I haven't used it, I think, all year, so there's no need for me to hold on to it. I only have 2 eyeshadow primers. Both of them are from Urban Decay, so I am going to hold on to both of these. I do need to get more use out of this one in the shade Sin. It's a really pretty kind of champagne gold color that I really like for more natural kind of days where I just want a wash of color on the lid. So I'm going to go ahead and hold on to both of those. Alright, so let's move on to mascaras. Okay, let's see. This one is brand new. This is the Tarte Tartist mascara. It's a mini sample. This is brand new again, so I'm keeping that. This is the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Major Volume Mascara. I've been using this a lot and I actually really like it, so I'm going to hold on to that one. I also have both of these Too Faced Better Than Sex mascaras. This one, of course, is waterproof, and this one, of course, is not. I use both of these, so I'm going to hold on to both of those. I also have this. Is it Givenchy? I don't actually know what brand this is. I cannot remember for the life of me what brand this is. It's an expensive brand at Sephora that I bought forever ago. I think this is dried up, and I'm pretty sure whatever brand this is not cruelty free. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually it's just gonna get thrown away, but let's just stick it in there for now. I have this Bella Pure Volume Lash Waterproof Mascara. I don't need another waterproof mascara, and I didn't really like this. And then I have this NYX Doll Eye Mascara. I don't remember really liking this too much either, so I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm only left with 4. Okay, so I have an excessive amount of eyeliner for someone who rarely wears pencil eyeliner. So let me go through these and get rid of the ones that I know I'm not ever going to use. Okay, let me do this. Okay, so I am keeping quite a few, but I really want to wear eyeliner more. I think some of these shades would look so pretty in the waterline or alone on the lid somehow. Maybe that should have been one of my makeup goals this year, is to use more of these, because some of these shades are so gorgeous. And I did end up getting rid of a few, and the last time I did this declutter, I got rid of so many. So, I mean, I feel better about these, and I got rid of a fair amount. So, feeling good. I do have a few liquid liners right here. I have 2, oh no, I actually have one more. I have 3 Kat Von D liquid liners, and then I have a Stila liquid liners. I use liquid liner quite a bit, so I am going to go ahead and hold on to all of these. 3 of them are, I think, in the shade black, and then one of them is a brown one, so I will use these up. So I have 3 of the ColourPop potted eyeliners. Let me check them. I am going to declutter the black one in the shade Swerve, because I think I would always prefer a liquid eye pencil as opposed to a potted one, but these 2 in the shade Overboard and the shade Get Paid, they are metallic shades. I am going to keep these because I think I would use them. If I don't use them between now and my next declutter, I'm gonna have to get rid of them, but I love the way these look. I'm going to commit to myself to use these, and then if they don't work out, I don't like it, get rid of them. Ooh, I missed these 2 highlighters right here. These are both liquid highlighters. One mini one by Cover FX, and then this mini one by Jelly Pong Pong. If I remember right, yeah, these are gorgeous. gorgeous shades. These are more that I need to pull out from my collections and use because I think these look gorgeous. I just need to actually commit to using them to make sure that I don't not like them, basically. So I'm glad that I am doing this so that I can remember to pull these out, but I am going to keep them. I also just came across this. This is a highlighter. It's a stick highlighter. It's really pretty, but honestly, I kind of hate using it and it just takes forever to use up, and I would just prefer other highlighters over this, so I am gonna get rid of that. Okay, I do have a few brow products right here. This Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade I use every single day, so I am not getting rid of that. I also have a brow gel. It looks pretty used. This actually needs to just go in the garbage. I have an eyebrow product from ColourPop. This doesn't stay on my eyebrows very long or very well, and it's not quite the right tone for me, so I'm going to declutter that one. And then I have this Kokie Cosmetics brow. It's like a brow powder. I actually really like this, the way this looks, so I am gonna keep this. If I'm not using it, or if I use it and decide, no, I don't really like it that much, then I'll get rid of it. But for now, I'm gonna hold on to it. All right, so I think I'm actually going to end part 1 of that. Oh my God, I just hit myself in the face. I'm actually going to end part 1. Oh God, come back. I'm having such a hard time. What is happening? All right, so I think that's where I'm going to end part 1 of this kind of makeup organization and declutter video. Part 2 is going to be eyeshadow palettes, single eyeshadows, and lip products. So definitely subscribe so that you don't miss that video. No! Why? Don't forget to like this video if you liked this video. And thank you. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.